Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, Godzilla x Kong, Wicked, Gladiator 2, Monkey Man, Better Man. 2024 was the year of the monkeys, not according to the Chinese zodiac, but according to the movies. If any monkey movie was going to keep that momentum going, it was Osgood Perkins' The Monkey. The question now is, does it keep that momentum? Welcome to the channel, Banana Brains. We're talking about The Monkey today.
Monkey, monkey, monkey.
Directed by Osgood Perkins, this comedic horror surrounds two twins that find a toy drum-playing monkey. Every time the key is turned in the back, someone dies, and the two twins try to contain the evil until it shows up again in their adulthood. If the name Osgood Perkins sounds familiar to you, he just directed Longlegs, which I created a long video comparing Longlegs to other serial killer movies that I watched for the first time. He also apparently has another movie in the works called Keeper. This man is like the titular monkey in the movie. He's killing it. Or is he? Here's the thing. The monkey is different from Longlegs. Where Longlegs leans into the horror and the tension being developed from hunting a serial killer, the monkey knows that the villain is a 1-foot tall toy that you can kick over. But it acknowledges how stupid that sounds. And then it leans the seesaw completely one way. The kills every time this monkey bangs the drum are over the top. They all look to be framed like freak accidents, and the only coincidence is this monkey just hits its drum for the last beat, so much so that it's hard to separate. The absurdity of it all and the aftermath is funny as hell. So much funnier than I thought it would be. So much better now that we don't need to see that trailer anymore. It was getting annoying. And you see the characters trying to make sense of all the death around them. This is where I shout out Tatiana Maslany as the mother in the movie named Lois. She has already experienced hardships as a single mother to twins. You can only move forward from grief because death is going to happen and it happens unexpectedly. Why let that drag you down in life? It will happen to you one day. It will happen to me one day.
We're all gonna die.
This is also the point where I give points to Christian Convery. He does a great job. He's playing two characters, two brothers with opposing personalities. One is mean and a bully, and the other is a bit more helpless, and I think this dynamic is a great foundation for the story itself. If you can't tell, I'm much more attached to the first act of this movie. My brother and I agree. If we kept the high-octane silliness of the first act going, then this would be a stronger movie overall. But then things take a turn and Theo James takes over the mantle as lead. Now don't get me wrong, I think he plays great in his roles as the twins grown up. His performances might be the best thing about the rest of this movie. The kills are still great, they're creative. The big thing for me is the writing. If you don't know already, The Monkey is based off a short story by Stephen King. And if you know one thing about Stephen King's short stories, is that we have to stretch them out to fit a full-length feature film. So liberties will be taken. And I think that's what went wrong here, is that there's too much family drama. Did you know there's not even a twin brother in the original short story?
You lied to me.
Full disclosure, I did not read the short story, but I did read the Wikipedia article after the movie just because I was curious on the source material. I think splitting the main character from the original story into two brothers muddles things. It's an interesting take on the path of grief, but now we make things very complex, especially for a goofy monkey toy murder movie. It's hard to get into the details without spoiling things, but this monkey now symbolizes a different thing for many different characters, and they all feel super opposed from each other, especially considering who the monkey ends up killing. And one theme and storyline sticks out above the rest of them. Theo James has this estranged relationship with his son, who he wants to keep away because he's afraid the curse of the monkey is going to come for his son. But when custody is to be taken away from seeing his son forever, there are some stakes that just aren't as comical to me. Like everybody else surrounding Theo James and little Jesse Eisenberg are absolute caricatures. The motivations are still in the realm of silliness from what we established. It's so goofy. considering the ending. The final twist of it all will get people heated. I think we missed the opportunity to just make this movie silly, slapstick, messy, bloody, out of the realm of reality. And that's not to say that this movie wouldn't have worked the way it was if it wasn't just a shut your brain off gore fest. I like the idea of this monkey representing guilt and burden and just like the idea of death, the inevitability of death and having to confront that fear. It's just battling some serious tonal shifts. It's tackling a very complex topic and it has an ending that just makes you feel empty.
I feel nothing.
I feel like so much impact is taken away from the ending based on its comedy, based off of what we just went through. You could also feel the movie get progressively less and less funny as we were going through the runtime. It overall just really didn't work. I still think the movie is fun. It's something I consider rewatching for the kills alone. I don't know how well these tonal shifts will work on a rewatch. If it's jarring on the first time, I don't know how jarring it's going to feel on the second time. This is not a knock on Osgood Perkins as a director. I think he's going to be a voice in horror to follow for years to come. I want to revisit his filmography. I think he's tackling something extremely interesting because this movie deals a lot with trauma passed down from your father. And Osgood Perkins is actually the son of Anthony Perkins, the horror icon, the lead from Psycho. I took that little bit from Chris Stuckman, and I think it's really ringing. This one's a toughie, but I'm giving the monkey 2.5 out of 5 stars. I also don't really know why we tackled the cursed monkey toy movie when Toy Story 3 exists. Thank you for watching. My name is Kyle. I'm still learning to fall in love with the medium of cinema, and if you'd like to follow me on that journey, you should hit subscribe, ring the bell, and follow me on Letterboxd. Comment below your thoughts on the monkey when you see it, and what's your favorite monkey movie from last year, or your favorite Stephen King adaptation. Don't forget to like this video, and until next time, that's a wrap.